Now, from the studios of Into Tomorrow in Miami, this is ITTV.
Our guest this hour created an app that is taking on a lot of the legwork, if you will, when it comes to booking travel. So that certainly got our attention, and one of our producers said, hey, let's talk about this. Maybe we can help some folks. The editor-in-chief of WayAway is Mike Cole. Mike, welcome Into Tomorrow. How are you, sir?
Dave, thank you for having me. I'm doing great.
Good.
I should say I didn't create the app myself, although I'd love to take credit for it. But I'm in charge of content for the app.
Well, that's good. That works just as well, as a matter of fact, and that's fine. Where are you joining us from today?
I'm in Northern Virginia, outside D.C.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Well, we're glad that you could spend a couple of minutes with us. Tell me first a little bit about the company, and then let's get into the WayAway app itself.
So WayAway grew out of travel payouts, which is one of the world's biggest travel affiliate programs. I think the biggest travel-only program in the world. So when the pandemic came, we started thinking about ways that we could share the wealth not only with affiliates, but with consumers. And we hit on the idea of putting together the WayAway app. So this is a flight search app that gives you cash back. It also gives you access to tons of great content, which is what I work on.
Wow. Well, you got my attention at cashback, because those of us who do travel, and yeah, we get to do that again, even though we had a little hiatus for a couple of years for a lot of travel. But we've been back on the road, recently back from Berlin and covering our 10 days at IFA, big trade show, etc. And if you can provide cash back, how does that work? How is it that if somebody books through you guys, we get cash back, or you say it benefits the consumer? That certainly sounds like it does.
Definitely. At a time like this, with inflation like this and ticket prices so high, it's definitely the top selling point. So you do need to be a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, you can still use our search service and buy tickets. But if you're a subscriber, you get up to 10% cash back on travel purchases. Yeah.
And what does it cost to be a subscriber, or is there a cost?
So it's currently $49.99, although not forever.
Okay, not forever. But right now, so $50 basically, is that a year, I hope, or a month?
That's right, a year.
A year, okay. So if we pay just under $50 a year, we can get some cash back. And how do you determine how much cash back we get if we book a flight through you, for example?
It depends on the provider. You get cash back for flights, hotels, and car rentals, also travel insurance. And there are different rates for different providers.
Oh, okay. So some are a little more competitive, no doubt, than others, and therefore offer you more, so you can offer me as a consumer more, no?
Yep, exactly.
Gotcha. Why would somebody want to buy a subscription, though, if they could use your service anyway? I get that they don't get cash back if they're not a subscriber. Is that really the main or the only real advantage at that point to spending the just under $50 a year?
So not the only advantage, although, of course, money is the universal language, so
Yes.
That's what gets people's attention. But I'd like to hope that our content, which we spend a lot of time working on, we have 300 character descriptions and beautiful pictures, and we spend a lot of time finding just the right joke to get in there, just the right awful pun to include in the text. We'd like to hope that subscribers enjoy reading it for its own sake, and also maybe get some ideas about where they can go next. What places would be cool to visit?
Well, you're a man after my own heart if you do puns and make it fun, because as far as I'm concerned, I don't do anything unless I can have fun with it. I'm a riot at funerals. No, just kidding. But the fact is that if it's not fun, whatever it is you're doing, don't do it, or do something else, right? Because life is too short in general. So if you can do something and it makes it fun, oh, and by the way, you can also get a few bucks back. That seems to be a win-win scenario as far as I'm concerned. What kind of content is included in the app itself?
So for large destinations, primarily in the States, but not only, we have plenty of cities around the world. You'll see neighborhoods. You get a map of the city you're visiting with descriptions of the sort of the vibe in each place. Get descriptions of classic sites and local favorites. So the former would be, the Eiffel Tower. Latter would be maybe cultural spaces, places you might visit on your second time in the city, that kind of thing. We also have Insta Spots, which is a pretty cool part of the app, where we
Wait,
work with
Insta spots, is that like as in Instagram? So if you're looking to do things on anti-social media, as I like to call it, those would be spots you want to look at. Huh?
So it is social media focused, but not only. It's also great for photographers. You don't have to be taking pictures of yourself, which is cool. You can take pictures of the beautiful world around us. And we work with local photographers to identify cool places to go. We get pictures from them showing what the place looks like, and also tips on how to take good photos, maybe tips on where you can get coffee in the area after you take some pics.
Oh, very cool. So, and I like the fact that you don't have to be doing selfies. You can still enjoy, and perhaps better off enjoying, the sights around you. I mean, there's so many people, I think, in the last few years, especially the younger folk, that seem to always look at really nice places only through their phone. And that's sad. You know, enjoy where you are. Sure, snap some pics, do a selfie, not too close to the edge of a cliff or something like that. But my goodness, enjoy where you're traveling and really suck it all in, right? Like a sponge, so that you really have a good experience. Oh, and by the way, here's some pictures if you care to see them, you know. But don't be the other way around. Yeah.
I remember, I think the very first selfie I saw being taken was maybe 12 or 13 years ago. Maybe I was late, I'm not sure. But it was at the Parthenon. There was a guy there, not with a phone, but with a big professional camera, taking a picture of himself. And I just thought, that's odd. And now it's just the way we live.
Yeah, exactly. And it's funny you mentioned that too, because I can remember at the Parthenon in Athens, you know, saying, take a picture of me in front of here, would you? Because I think it's cool. I want to show I was here. And that was before the popularity of selfies. I'm not a selfie guy, so I don't do selfies anyway. But some of those things, yeah, I get it. But now the rest of the pictures should be of the area itself. They don't have to all include you, right?
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So something to think about. I'm noticing on your website too, you do a lot with exploring national parks. So kudos to you guys for including that. You get a lot of response from folks that are saying, wow, there's all these great things in our own backyard. It might be a backyard across the country or otherwise, but yeah, let's explore more national parks that we have.
Absolutely, yeah. So we launched this summer. It's early days. We're still waiting on statistically significant numbers, but the people who have seen the app have been really impressed. I think nothing feels better than when you get word from a local. And I should mention that all of our content is produced together with locals from the city.
Awesome.
They look at the final product and they say, wow, this feels like home. This feels like my place.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrific. And then you get that local flavor, right? The flair as well, because they always say if you don't want to just be a typical tourist, go eat where the locals eat and see the sites the locals like to go to and stuff. And then you're not a typical tourist. You're truly engaging, and especially at a national park. My gosh, what a great opportunity. So we invite our audience to visit your site, WayAway.io. And of course, we'll get you there when you visit intotomorrow.com. Mike Cole, the editor-in-chief of WayAway. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us. Good luck to you guys. No doubt on the site there's more info, and you can also look, I guess, in your favorite app store for WayAway app, correct?
That's right. That's right.
All right. Terrific. Well, thanks for joining us, and maybe we'll meet up sometime on one of these awesome trips, perhaps at a national park.
Let's do it. Or the Parthenon, no selfies.
Yeah, there you go. We'll do a dual selfie at the Parthenon. I like it. We'll book it. Thank you, Mike. Mike Cole, editor-in-chief of WayAway.io. And as I mentioned, we'll get you to Mike's site. You'll see what he and his team are up to when you visit us at intotomorrow.com. I'm Dave Graveline. Stay tuned. There's more to come, as always, right here on Into Tomorrow on the Advanced Media Network.